When I found out I was a match, it wasn't the way I expected. One day, I got a phone call from Selena, a FaceTime, and she's like,
unfollowed Selena Gomez on Instagram. This comes a day after Selena Gomez's documentary My Mind and Me premiered. E! News had made this post in regards to Selena, where Selena said in her Variety,
"We had a C-section. So a lot of moms, like, you have to stay in and not hold anything heavy. It's hard to walk because, you know, you got cut."
Too about that kidney, because when Francia's dad sat down for an interview, you'd be shocked to hear what he had to say. Now, the Daily Loud is reporting that Selena Gomez and her kidney donor, Francia.
Taylor Swift just dropped a post that has everyone losing their minds. It might finally explain the real reason behind Selena Gomez's explosive fallout with her once ride-or-die Francia Raisa. For weeks, the internet painted Selena as the bad guy, the ungrateful friend who abandoned the woman who literally saved her life. But now, it's looking like the truth might be way darker than that.
Every relationship has its ups and downs. I don't know any relationship that's perfect. I went a year recently without talking to my own mother who birthed me. So, yeah, we had our stuff. What happened? I'm very private. That's between us, and I'd rather keep it between us. But, like, friendships, it doesn't matter.
According to Taylor's cryptic post, Selena was never the villain. It was Fia's growing jealousy that ate away at their friendship like poison. And this isn't just quiet envy from the sidelines. We're talking real-life sabotage. Rumors say Francia tried to ruin Selena's wedding plans, dropped shady reviews on her beauty line, and even spread whispers to make her look bad in private circles.
Es que de eso ahorita no voy a hablar, pero sí sé que se va a casar y estoy muy feliz por ella. Y pues mira, tiene vida y pues ya es billonaria y pues estoy agradecida que pude hacer eso por ella.
Taylor didn't just hint, she exposed. She basically lit the match on what fans are calling the great betrayal. And apparently, she's got receipts. Now everyone's asking the same question. Was Francia always secretly jealous of Selena? Or did something finally make her lose it completely? The tension between Selena Gomez and Francia Raisa had been brewing for years, but everything finally blew up after Selena's secret Santa Barbara wedding. And that shady interview Francia did right before it lit the fuse, in that viral clip.
Bueno, ahorita lo que me estás preguntando son bromas que ha estado en el medio y hay demasiados rumores. Yo nunca he dicho nada. Justo cuando salió ese rumor de que yo me había enojado o algo así porque estaba fumando, yo ni sabía, me llamó TNT, yo estaba trabajando, entonces lo que me estás preguntando son rumores, o sea, nadie sabe de lo que está pasando y ni ella y yo estamos hablando de eso y algún día a lo mejor sí.
The interviewer asked if she'd be attending Selena's wedding, and Francia's answer had everyone clutching their phones. She said she heard Selena was getting married, like she wasn't even sure, even though they used to be inseparable. The tone? Chilling. Her smile looked forced, her eyes tight, her face screaming irritation behind that fake-friendly mask. No warmth, no excitement, no real love, just that uncomfortable kind of politeness people use when they're hiding resentment. When the interviewer dared to bring up those viral rumors about Selena Gomez drinking and smoking after her kidney transplant, that's when Francia completely cracked.
Francia has unfollowed Selena Gomez on Instagram. This comes a day after Selena Gomez's documentary My Mind and Me premiered. E! News had made this post in regards to Selena, where Selena said in her Variety interview, "My only friend in the industry really is Taylor." Francia had commented and quickly deleted her comment saying, "Interesting." Francia had donated her kidney to Selena Gomez in 2017, but she was not mentioned at all in the documentary. Francia may have unfollowed Selena, but Selena Gomez does still follow her. I think that Selena Gomez misspoke in this interview, where she says Taylor's her only friend in the industry. I think she was referring to like the singing industry, because not only does she have Francia, who's an actress who we thought was a very close friend, but also Cara Delevingne seems like she's one of Selena's closest friends, and she also is in the acting industry. As we all know, Selena has acted and sung, so therefore when she says industry, you would think both. Nonetheless, I hope they can work it out because they have had a friendship of over 10 years. They used to refer to each other as sisters, and they were just making cute little TikToks a few months ago.
At first, she tried to play it cool, brushing it off like it was nothing. Then she switched gears, suddenly claiming she wasn't aware. A few seconds later, she said TMZ had already reached out, but she hadn't answered yet. And then came the line that sent chills through everyone watching. "Maybe one day we will." That single sentence felt loaded, like she was hinting she had some massive secret she could drop at any second. Her body language was screaming the truth her mouth tried to hide. That too wide smile, those darting eyes avoiding the camera, the fake calm energy. It wasn't peace. It was pure jealousy bubbling to the surface in real time. And just days later, Selena's Santa Barbara wedding went down. And she didn't hold back. The event was dripping in luxury, the guest list insane. Taylor Swift, Ed Sheeran, Martin Short, even Paris Hilton made an appearance. But guess who was nowhere to be found? Francia Raisa, the same woman who once gave Selena her kidney. Fans noticed instantly. And just like that, Selena's fairy tale wedding turned into a full-blown internet war. Fans were furious, dragging Selena for allegedly not inviting the woman who literally saved her life. But then came the twist that flipped the entire narrative upside down. What if Selena did invite her and Francia just couldn't face it? The more you replay that interview, the more obvious it becomes. That wasn't confusion. It was pure resentment hiding behind fake politeness. Francia didn't skip the wedding because she was hurt. She skipped it because she couldn't stomach watching Selena shine without her. Watching the whole world celebrate the woman she secretly envied must have stung like crazy. It wasn't about friendship anymore. It was pride, jealousy, and ego all colliding in one brutal cocktail. And when you trace it back, this didn't come out of nowhere. That bitterness had been simmering for years, just waiting for the right moment to explode. Long before the wedding drama, there were hints. Snarky interviews, cold red carpet moments, cryptic social media posts that fans ignored. But now, it all makes sense. And before anyone rushes to defend Francia, let's clear one thing up. Yes, she gave Selena a kidney. And yes, that was an incredible act of kindness. But even Francia herself admitted that Selena never asked for it. She never begged, never dumped her medical issues on her friend. Francia didn't find out about Selena's health crisis through doctors or the press. She found out by accident. Selena had broken down one night, completely exhausted and vulnerable, finally admitting just how bad things had gotten. Out of love, or what seemed like it, Francia offered her kidney on the spot. Nobody asked, nobody begged, she volunteered. It was her choice, and the world praised her for it. After their 2017 surgery, Selena went above and beyond to show how grateful she was. She shared that now iconic hospital photo of them holding hands, calling Francia "my beautiful friend," and her kidney the ultimate gift and sacrifice. It was emotional, heartfelt, the kind of friendship moment that looked unbreakable. But something changed, slowly, quietly, and painfully. Over time, Francia's image went from the selfless hero who saved Selena's life to someone acting like she owned a piece of it. The tone shifted. Little jabs, cold shoulders, public shade. By 2022, the warmth was gone, replaced by tension so thick fans could feel it through every post and interview. When Selena dropped her My Mind and Me documentary, that's when the cracks in their friendship finally split wide open. Selena bared her soul, talking about her mental health struggles, her breakdowns, her healing journey. But one name was missing. She didn't mention Francia at all. Fans noticed instantly, and it was like the internet collectively gasped. Then came the Rolling Stone interview that poured gasoline on the fire. Selena casually said, "Taylor Swift is my only friend in the industry," which hit way too close for Francia, an actress and her so-called best friend for over 10 years. Francia didn't go on a rant or write a post. She just dropped one word under a blog article. Interesting, that's it. One single word, but it exploded like a bomb across social media. She deleted it within minutes, but screenshots spread everywhere. People started calling Selena ungrateful, accusing her of forgetting the woman who once saved her life. But the move felt calculated, almost like Francia wanted to stir the pot, to make the world see Selena as the villain. And Selena? She wasn't about to stay silent. She clapped back under a TikTok clip saying, "Sorry, I didn't mention every person I know." Boom! That one line said everything. It confirmed what fans had been whispering for years. This wasn't some random misunderstanding. These two had been feuding behind closed doors for a long time, and now Francia was flipping the script to play the victim in public. About a year later, Francia stirred the pot again. In a new interview, she claimed that she and Selena hadn't really spoken much in 6 years and hadn't talked at all in the last one. Then she threw in, "No beef, just distance." But let's be real. How do you go from donating a kidney to someone to completely cutting them off? That's not distance. That's deep resentment hiding behind a calm smile. And when you start piecing the timeline together, the picture gets darker. If they stopped talking right after the transplant, it doesn't look like a friendship that just faded naturally. It looks like one that shattered under guilt, jealousy, and a quiet struggle for control. Francia seemed to want credit, power, and emotional leverage, while Selena was just trying to move forward with her life. And that's exactly what Taylor Swift began to notice once she grew close to Selena. Taylor saw through all the smiles and polite interviews. She started picking up on the tension Francia had been masking for years. Suddenly, every sweet post and supportive comment from Francia looked more like shade wrapped in fake love. Here's where it gets really wild. Once Taylor entered Selena's inner circle, she began to see just how manipulative and competitive Francia could be whenever Selena was in the spotlight. Taylor tried to keep her distance from all the drama for years. She stayed silent, even when the tension between Selena and Francia was obvious to everyone around them. But when Francia did that shady, smirking interview just days before Selena's wedding, Taylor finally snapped. Now, Taylor isn't the type to air out her business online. She's calculated, private, and always 10 steps ahead. But according to insiders, she'd been warning Selena about Francia for a long time. So when things hit a breaking point, Taylor allegedly decided to do what she does best: gather receipts. She supposedly compiled a full-blown document with everything she had: texts, screenshots, deleted posts, and even secret post and delete videos where Francia allegedly trashed Selena behind her back. Francia probably thought those clips would never resurface, but Taylor had it all saved. When Taylor laid that evidence out for Selena, the truth became impossible to ignore. Every shady move, every innocent dig, every quiet smear campaign, it was all right there in black and white. That was the moment Selena finally saw how deep the betrayal went, and whatever was left of their friendship, gone for good. But instead of owning up or showing even a hint of remorse, Francia doubled down. She started acting out even more, posting cryptic messages, showing up in places she knew would trigger headlines, and doing things that seemed designed to make people drag Selena online. Not long ago, Francia tried to flip the narrative again by posting a video claiming that Selena's fans were bullying her. But when people asked for proof, she couldn't show any real receipts. Nothing solid, just a few random comments here and there. Meanwhile, the majority of the internet was actually dragging Selena, calling her ungrateful and praising Francia for being the loyal friend who saved her life. The irony was wild. But after Taylor's alleged receipts came out, everything changed. People started waking up to just how manipulative Francia's behavior had become. Fans began calling her out left and right. One comment went viral saying, "That's so controlling of Francia to think she still has a say in how Selena lives her life." Another wrote, "It's a kidney, not a contract. Unless Selena's out binge drinking, she'll be fine." The consensus was clear. People were over the guilt trips and sympathy plays. And here's the shadiest twist. Francia was the same person who took Selena to Napa Valley wine country to celebrate her birthday. The same woman now claiming she was against Selena drinking? It started to look like she was setting her up from the start. Fans began calling her bitter, accusing her of using the donor story to stay relevant instead of letting Selena live freely. But just when everyone thought the chaos had finally died down, Taylor apparently decided she wasn't finished yet. It turns out Francia's behavior had gone from clingy to downright controlling. Sources claimed she wanted to know where Selena was at all times, tracking her social media, questioning her every move, and allegedly getting mad whenever Selena went to parties or events without her. It was giving obsession, not friendship. But that wasn't even the final betrayal, because Francia's own father exposed her. He admitted publicly that his daughter had been running around telling anyone who would listen that Selena owed her everything because she saved her life. Like, who says that about someone they call a best friend? To make things even wilder, Francia reportedly claimed she was suffering from ADHD and PTSD. Not because of the surgery itself, but because of Selena. That's not friendship anymore. That's emotional warfare. If her own father can admit to that, it just shows how toxic things had truly gotten between them. This friendship didn't end because they drifted apart. It ended because one of them couldn't stand to see the other win. Francia wanted loyalty, but only when she was the one being praised and adored. Now Selena's living her best life, married, glowing, surrounded by people who actually uplift her. Taylor's posted the receipts. The truth is out, and Francia's still online trying to convince everyone she's the victim. All that history shattered over jealousy and one missed wedding invite. The silence between them now, it's louder than any statement they could ever make. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.